Well, the interesting thing now is probably CBDCs that are coming into play.
Go
on. Central bank digital currencies.
Yeah.
You know, Andy Haldane in 2015, and this was in a response to how low we can go in terms of interest rates. He said one way to make the zero lower bound of 0% interest rates sort of more effective, I guess, is to charge a negative rate on a digital currency that is state issued, basically. Now that's quite scary. It's quite dystopian. But this is what he said. It's either the Portadown speech. If you Google how low we can go, Andy Haldane online, then you'll find it. And it's on the bottom of the first page, and it's the third point that he makes, and it's really, really interesting. Seeing that in 2015 they were even talking about this. Switzerland as well is one of the in I think it's the Zug region, the canton of Zug. They're one of the most forward-thinking crypto places in the world, basically. And the Swiss National Bank are probably thinking the same thing as well. They're probably thinking of doing that because they're not moving away from their policy of buying US equities and doing whatever with. However, they've still got negative rates, so they're going to want to find a way to keep that inflation higher. Now, obviously, they've just printed a relatively high CPI print. I think it was overnight on Wednesday, maybe. Overnight Wednesday, Thursday morning.
What was the number?
I can't remember. It was over 2% though.
Right. Okay.
So that's big for
absolutely.
big for Switzerland. I think there is a movement towards CBDCs, and even Powell has had some mention of it just yesterday as well. I can't remember the specific quotes, but he was mentioning CBDCs too, and he was saying that they're different to the likes of Bitcoin. So they are looking at these things, and I think after every single cycle that we have when there's a recession, because quite frankly we are going to a recession, all signs point there, is that you do get this creative destruction, that new ideas come to the forefront, old crappier ideas go away, because it's almost like forced. You have to find another alternative to things, right? And I think that is one way that central banks are looking to be able to be maybe more efficient in their heads with how their policy gets through to the real economy. Obviously, the everyday person's going to dislike it, though.
Yeah, but the central bank holds the cards, right? You couldn't move an entire population to Bitcoin because you'd lose the tax base, and who's going to allow that to happen? Well, exactly. So if the argument is this makes us more efficient, but also I'm just thinking whilst you were speaking that CBDCs would allow the Web3 applications to work. You could exist on the blockchain without having to go through a particularly volatile cryptocurrency to get there, which kind of joins the dots on my thinking that there's potentially loads of applications for the mainstream if only you didn't have to suffer Ethereum on the way into it, and not knowing whether in real terms your cup of coffee in the morning was going to cost you £2 or 20 quid, depending on where the market's gone the night before. But again, we could speak for hours on this, and I'm glad we got a chance to catch up. We'll wind it up now for this one, just whilst the cameras are rolling, and then probably crack on. But but thanks for coming down. It's really good to see you face to face.
No worries, mate. Anytime. Cheers.